years, a lot of people have found that they have to avoid gluten for dietary or health reasons, but Latinos have actually been eating gluten-free pastries for hundreds of years. Today we're at Big Booty Bakery in Manhattan, trying some naturally gluten-free Colombian treats.
Hey!
Hi!
How's it going, babe?
I am so excited to try some good stuff here.
Of course.
Yeah, can I
Definitely.
come around?
Come back after. Big Booty Bread was basically came up by my sister.
Okay.
My sister growing up called me Big Booty. So when we were thinking of names to name the bakery, when I opened it, she kind of jokingly said, why don't you call it Big Booty Bread? And I was like, no way. And then the more I thought about it, I was like, why not?
So tell me about what we've got going on here, because gluten-free, very big right now, very important to be able to, for people to be able to enjoy delicious baked goods, even when they can't eat wheat.
Funny enough, when the whole gluten-free craze came up, people started asking me about ingredients, about my pastries and things like that. And all the pastries that are traditional Latin, you know, I'm originally Colombian, we're all naturally gluten-free. This is an arepa. Every country has a different name for it, but an arepa is made just pretty much with cornmeal, cheese, you know, water, and a little bit of, you know, eggs and butter, and that's it. Simple, very simple. And then here we have a cheese bun, which I call cheese bun, and in my country, in Colombia, we call it almohavana. And it's a cheese bread made with corn flour. And then the cousin to it, it's pan de yuca.
Pan de yuca.
Which, you know, in Brazil they call it pan de queijo. It's basically a queso blanco made with yuca flour, a little bit of tapioca starch, eggs, butter, and a little bit of milk and water, and that's it.
So the yuca starch makes it kind of chewy, right?
It makes it chewy in the middle and then nice and crusty on the outside.
Delicious.
So it's very traditional, so then I'm like, you know, let's make it more fun. So I've taken a cheese bun, which is a more savory thing, and I basically put guava jam in the middle of it. So, which I call a guava pocket.
All right, and then you've got some
paleo-friendly stuff. I've been doing 3 things. I do a banana bread, which is this one. I also do pumpkin and carrot. So I do pumpkin puree with carrot and, you know, almond flour and raw honey, same principle, and then the chocolate chip cookie.
So, you know, like gluten-free baked goods sometimes get a bad rap for being a little bit dry, but these are awesome. They're like chewy, a little bit moist. They've got a great texture.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So did you always want to be a baker?
Oh, hell no. Hell no. Because, you know, I grew up, it was the family business. I grew up on it. So basically when I was 9, 10 years old, my dad would wake me up at 6 o'clock in the morning on Saturday and be like, come on, we're going to work. Yeah. My parents' bakery, we've had it for 37 years now. You know, my parents came from Colombia, opened up the bakery.
Where's the bakery?
In New Jersey, in Elizabeth. So it's like, my dad was the first Colombian business. You know, I went to college, I studied finance, and then I came to New York, worked on Wall Street for a couple of years. I did investment banking, I did
total different world.
Yeah. I was walking to work one day and I saw the Perret sign on the space. I had to interview and all this stuff, and so I was like, you know, if I get it, it's meant to be. Yeah. And then 10 years later, here I am. As I was doing it, it was definitely a lot of work, but the best satisfaction was when somebody ate something and that smile that they had on their face, it was the best. The beginning was blood, sweat, and tears. But ultimately, you do answer to somebody. You know, there's rent to pay, there's bills to pay. So there's always that, but it's on my own terms, and you can't ask for anything more.
That's perfect.
You know, it's great.
Yeah, that's amazing. So you have a lot of fun with the name because these shirts are kind of awesome. Is that you?
Yeah, that's me. You know,
it's
not
a little,
the booty.
It's a double thing.
Yeah.
But it's the booty too.
Right? Totally.
It's both.